me when you get this. It's important. You can't just come to my house anytime you feel like it, Sonny. It's not fair and it's confusing to Morgan.
I know you're pregnant. Am I the father?
I know if I'm pregnant. The other morning, I was a little nauseous. Jax got excited. He had no business telling Kate. I haven't even taken a test yet, Sonny.
Which means you don't want to know.
No, which means I'll know when I'm ready to know.
But you think you're pregnant. But you got a feeling, right?
I am just trying to figure out how I get through the day without Michael, okay? A baby is the last thing I need. It wouldn't be fair to anyone, especially Morgan, who is still grieving for his brother.
And me. And you are trying to avoid taking a pregnancy test because you think that child's mine.
You know what? Listen to me. And try and get past your ego for 1 minute. If I'm pregnant, and I'm probably not, you're definitely not the father.
Then who is?
Jason. And you always say that when people tell you something.
Carly, you can't just say the baby's Jason's. You haven't slept with him in years. You're married to Jax.
Jason got me through the worst thing that's ever happened to me. He was with me from the night Michael was shot until I could function again. We took care of each other. The pain brought us closer.
So, you're saying you slept with Jason while Michael was in ICU?
I'm saying that Jason and I needed each other, and you weren't there, and Jax wasn't there. So if I'm pregnant, this baby is his.
The demographic loves the romance and the glamour of anyone's wedding. They love thinking about weddings. They love planning weddings. And the market research backs me up.
But why does Crimson have to do a feature on your wedding to a professional criminal?
Sonny's never been convicted of anything.
Oh, that's beside the point, Ken. You know everyone knows that he's a gangster.
Well, he's not anymore.
What if you're wrong? What if the government decides to go after Sonny for his past crimes? Crimson will be ruined. I will lose my investment, and your reputation, well, you know what's going to happen with
Look,
that.
Jax, I know Sonny. He's wanted to leave the mob for a very long time. And now that he has made the choice, I'm going to stand by him every step of the way.
I have a conference call, so should I come back and go over the numbers with
Yeah,
you?
I guess that's fine.
No.
Jax, I want you to be happy for me.
Kate, you're risking everything on a bad investment.
Sonny's not going to let me down, Jax.
Okay.
Jason's, it's just another crazy plan of yours. It's not going to work. You gonna lie to Jax, too?
I'll tell Jax that if I'm pregnant, there's a good chance the baby's Jason's, so we need to have a paternity test. If Jax and I get divorced, I'm sure he'll still pose as the baby's father.
And Jason's just going to walk away from a second kid?
Jason just wants his children to be safe. You know, it's not about ownership. He doesn't treat his kids like a possession.
But I do, right, Carly? So you're willing to lie and say the baby's not mine?
Why would I do that? If I had your child, I could stop this ridiculous marriage to Kate.
You should be happy. I'm starting a new life.
Yeah, but it wouldn't last very long if Kate found out we had sex the night we took Michael to Manhattan. Why don't you just admit that she's just the temporary trophy that makes you feel better?
Yeah, she does make me feel better, and you don't know what you're talking about.
I know you'll never be first with her. Hell, you won't even be second or third.
Forget Kate. We're talking about this baby. And I'm telling you, if this is my baby, I am not letting you take it away from me.
If there's a baby, then Jason's the father, and it's up to us to decide what we do with this baby. I have to talk to you as soon as possible. If you don't call me back in 15 minutes, I'm going to track you down.
Who are you tracking down?
Jason, I heard he was quarantined with some weird virus, and if I don't hear from him soon, I'm going to go over there.
No, you're not. Not if it's contagious. I don't want you, the baby, getting sick.
We don't know that I'm pregnant.
Okay, I just don't want you taking any chances, period.
Well, if I thought I was pregnant, I wouldn't do anything to put this baby at risk.
Oh, you know, all reason flies out the window when Jason's
Okay,
around.
listen,
Okay,
if-
this is a pattern with you, so just please, stop.
If we find out I'm pregnant, I will do everything I can to keep this baby safe.
Yeah.
Jace, call me. Jason, I really need you. Where are you? Call me when you get this.
my
I'm
messages?
listening to your messages right now.
Why
What's
didn't you
wrong?
call me back? Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick. Spinelli's at the hospital, but he's feeling better.
Did you have the place fumigated?
Yeah, Graciela cleaned the whole place this morning, and Diane was here cleaning.
Diane was here?
Yeah. She says that you're in trouble.
That's what they used to call it.
Call what?
I'm gonna take this.
Why?
Because I need to find out if you and I are having a baby.
So, even without your help, the wedding planning is coming along, but we need a firm date for all the designers. How about September 26th?
Yeah, that's fantastic. Anytime you want, that's great.
I want you to participate, not just be along for the ride.
I look, if whatever makes you happy makes me happy.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
see.
You know what I mean?
Sorry to interrupt.
Yes, you are here for the numbers, Jax. Let me just go and get some files.
Okay.
Well, Sonny, I hate to be rude, but I'm not going to discuss business in front of you, so...
Yeah, well, you have a lot more to worry about than a fashion magazine.
What is that, a threat? Or are you just staying in practice now that you've retired from your criminal pursuits?
No. I'm just saying, if you really think that Carly's pregnant, you might want to get a paternity test. On the next General Hospital.
Spinelli and I have crazy sex anywhere we want to.
My lady.
My way, all day.
Why would I need a paternity test for my child?
Jason, you have to tell Sonny that the baby's yours.
Watch weekdays on ABC, weeknights on...